Hey, how are you? I wanted to bring to you today foam rolling for a healthy back in 10 minutes or less. If you have a foam roller at home, sometimes we have these around and we just don't know exactly what to do with them. Or if maybe you've seen them in stores, there's a lot of these hanging out in stores right now. You can pick one up. I think they're really cheap, like $14, maybe even less. These are amazing. It's like getting a massage at home. This has been a great way for me to finally take action on self-care for a healthy body. I am someone who lives with scoliosis and a twisted pelvis, and at one point it was starting to become a little bit debilitating to a point at which I couldn't lay down on my back, and it was stopping me from doing activities that I wanted and enjoyed doing. But I've found through exercise and through actionable self-care like this that we can heal our bodies and we can be healthy and we can live comfortably, we can live stronger and better than ever. So I want to show you some things that I have been doing on the foam roller. Take 10 minutes or less, and I've been doing them a couple times a week, and it's actually gained flexibility in my body and taken some pain away from my back. So let's get started. So I have this foam roller. We've had this one for years. They last forever. I'm going to start with it lengthwise, and you just want to lay on it with your tailbone on it if you can. If you're too tall for that, that's okay. As long as your shoulder blades are on it and you center it on your spine and your neck is on it and you can rest your neck on it. We're going to do something called Snow Angels. And I got these moves through the 9-week program that I'm doing with my online wellness library. And it's been really helpful for me to know what to do on this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise our arms up overhead. And, it depends on our shoulder flexibility here, and it gains over time. And I just raise it up. I'm going to pull my elbows down, raise up, and then arms wide. And honestly, you do this as many times as you want. It's going to start to feel good. I personally start to feel a little bit of warmth in my shoulders as I do this. And as I'm doing this, I'm pressing my lower back with my abdominal muscles down into the foam roller, and that helps build up the abdominal muscles, which supports your back also. So we just run through this a few times. That opens up the shoulders. This is so great if you spend a lot of time on your phone scrolling, or if you spend a lot of time on your computer, or even driving too. That's such a good one. So the next one that is really great to open the shoulders, to alleviate back pain, is we're going to take the foam roller like this, and we're going to take it right under, for ladies, it's like the bra line, underneath the shoulder blades. And I'm going to take my elbows behind it. And sometimes this takes a little bit to open the chest, open the shoulders. And I'm going to take my palms of my hands, and I'm going to place them on the foam roller. And I have learned this through my online wellness library. We're working kind of the lower back muscles. It's called the QL. And for me, on my left side, oh my gosh, is it ever tight. Because of my scoliosis, I'm really built on one side as compared to the other. But this has helped me alleviate some pain. So I'm just going to rock my legs from one side to the other. And this is where I'll start to feel it on one side versus the other. My left will get really painful, but in like a release sort of way. You'll know the difference between good pain and bad pain. And I got to tell you, the foam roller, it's like a deep tissue massage. And so you'll want to run through that. With the foam roller, when you feel that kind of release sort of pain, you want to hang out there for a little bit and let that happen. So that's that next move. I'm just rocking my legs back and forth, letting it rock into that lower muscle on the side of your spine, okay? Oh, and we want to go into the upper back roll, I call this. So I've got the foam roll placed right at the bra line there, taking my hands, I'm going to scoot so you can see me a little bit better. I'm taking my hands right at the base of my head and opening my shoulders wide, my chest wide, and I'm going to lift my tailbone up, and I'm on my feet. You can't see those, sorry about the camera angle there. And I'm just pushing back and forth to rock on my shoulder blades, to rock on my upper spine here, to roll it out. And sometimes you'll feel some crack pops, all of that. I want to pull my lower belly in to support my spine here, and I'm just moving back and forth on that foam roller, and this will feel pretty good. That is an awesome one to do. This is such a great thing you can do in the evening when you're watching TV. Okay, now here's the thing. Typically when we have any kind of back pain, any pain in our bodies, it's actually coming from somewhere else, not directly where you feel the source of the pain. I noticed for me, I woke up this morning and I had some tightness in my right side of my lower back. And then I did some stretching and foam rolling and found it was actually coming from my hamstrings. They were tight. So we're gonna roll out our hamstrings. We're just gonna put our hamstrings on the foam roller and we're gonna roll back and forth. Now sometimes with just both legs on there, it's not quite enough pressure, so you take one leg and you cross it over the other. And then you actually have multiple hamstrings, so we're gonna kind of go into it from the inside. We're gonna roll into the belly of it. We're gonna roll to the outside. Now in my communities, I have a free community here on Facebook, and then I have a full-on boot camp in a private app. We have been really focusing, and we're going to really dive deep into this in my full community in March, on mindset and taking some actionable steps on our self-care and mindset being a part of our healthy routine. This has got to be a key piece to our healthy routine if we want to see changes to our health. We want to feel changes to our health. Sometimes just showing up and doing that workout and just showing up and eating the foods, the healthy foods, that's not quite enough. We might not see or feel those changes, and the reason being is we're missing out on the mindset change, the self-care change. Now, the last piece, sometimes we might find, okay, well, why are my hamstrings tight? It could be because the calves are tight. I have often found that is the case for me. So I'll put my calf muscles on there, and sometimes just the two at a time is enough. And then when you cross over, you try one at a time, and whoo, that is where you will really feel it. And you roll side to side. Now, as you do this, you've already opened your back up, so I want you to make sure to press your shoulder blades down, pull your lower belly in to keep it nice and tight to support your back. We don't want to close all of that back up, all that work you've done. Cross over, switch to the other side. Now, sure, can you do all of this in 10 minutes or less? Could you just keep going for an hour? Yeah. So if it feels great and you want to keep going, keep on going. Do this as many times in the day, in the week, as it feels good to you. I hope that's helpful to you. And you, if you have one of these, you pull it out and you start using it. Or if you don't have one, you go and grab one today. I know I've seen them at Target. I've seen them at Costco. I've seen them at Walmart. I've seen them everywhere. It is so worth it. I'd love to have you join us in our free community or even in my full-on boot camp. So if you would like to know more about either of those, then just go ahead and send me a message and let's chat about it. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.